Hi guys, welcome back to my 20 minutes mat Pilates. Today we're going to work on our abs and our booty. Okay, let's start with our warm-ups first, starting with our shoulder circles. 3 rotations backwards and another 3 forward. Then let's go lateral flexion side to side. One more. And forward and back. And down and up. One more. Okay, with one hand, slightly grab the opposite side of your head, slightly pull down and lower your shoulder. Hold for a few seconds. Release and switch. So lower your shoulder for the extra stretch. And release. Okay, let's go to our lunges. Right leg forward, chest forward, lower your hips. Almost think pelvis is closer to the floor, feeling that stretch by your hip flexors and your psoas muscles. Lower your back leg, extend your front leg, reach down, forehead close to your shin. And lean forward, grab your back leg and pull, feeling the stretch on your thigh muscles. And release. Okay, let's go to the other side. Left leg forward, going to that lunge, chest forward. Again, we're going to focus on the hip flexor and the psoas muscles here. Lower the back leg to the floor, extend the front leg, reach down and lower your head and your upper body. Feeling that stretch behind your knees and your hamstrings. One more lean forward, grab your back leg, pull. And release. Okay, we're going to go right into our table position or the quadruped position. Your wrists should be straight and aligned with your shoulders. Knee straight aligned with your hips. Okay, starting with our right leg back, just simple heel raises or leg raises up and down. Try to remain neutral spine and finding the activation on your right glutes. Okay, it's just a warm up, maybe about 10 to 12. Keeping your tummies flat and back to your quadruped position. Let's extend our right leg back and then extend our left hand forward and hold for the bird dog pose, keeping your balance. And we're going to side swipe from here. A little more activation on your gluteus medius muscles. For this movement, try not to lower your hands and your legs. Keep them at shoulder level or hip level. Good. And return. Same thing, extend your left leg and right leg this time, and right hand. Side swipe. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Okay, bend your elbows so that your wrists are not so stressed out. One more time, right leg back, this time a little higher kick. So imagine your ankle to your shoulder in a straight diagonal line once you keep your heels up. Again, finding the activation your glutes. Go one more. From here, without lowering your knees, bend and stretch. A little more activation here on your hamstrings. So as you bend your knees, bend your ankles, try not to lower your knees like this. So your heels go close to your hips and away. Go for two more. Bend and stretch. Okay, switch to the other side, starting with lift and lower. Quick warm up. Five more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bend and stretch. I'm going to inhale on the bend, exhale on the stretch. Again, keep that knee to shoulder in a good straight diagonal line. Try to feel the activation on your hamstring muscles. Bend, stretch. Flex your ankles and point your toes. Flex. One more. And down. Okay, back to your quadruped position. Extend your right leg back. Let's go for 10 circles. And switch direction. Going to the other side. So keeping the circle size consistent. Try not to go too big or too small. Other side. And back. Okay, from here we're going to extend our right leg to the side, making sure your toes are facing toward the front. Okay, so let's bend our elbows one more time. Let's lift our legs up laterally to the side and down. So this will target your gluteus medius muscles just a little more. This movement might be a little tricky. No need to lift as high. Start small. And then you could start to increase your height or hold for the extra activation. Same thing on the left. Again, toes are facing forward. And then from here, try to keep your ankle to your hip in a straight line. And then side leg lift up and down. Go for 10. Two more. And back. Okay, we're going to change our body position. So on your back, toes again facing forward. We're going to stay neutral spine. So slight gap underneath your lower back. There should be space underneath your neck as well. From here, as you exhale, press down on your lower back, while your tailbone is not lifted off just yet. Finding the activation on your core muscles here. Holding that core stiffness, slowly roll up to your bridge. So we don't want to go too wide on our toes or our knees. On the way down, melt your spine. Slowly down to the floor, back to your neutral spine. Okay, no need to overly arch here. As you exhale, imprint, roll up, squeeze your glutes, slowly roll down. Exhale, 3. Squeeze your hips and melt your spine down to neutral. Exhale, imprint. And slowly down. One more, exhale, imprint. Let's hold here for about 10 seconds. And down. Okay, now let's do single leg movements. It's gonna get a little trickier. Again, keeping your cores tight. We don't want to stay lazy in this area. As you exhale, imprint. Starting with the right leg, tabletop. Single leg toe taps, just tap and lift. Back to tabletop. Try not to lower your hips. Squeeze your hips. Tap your toes and up. Remaining that good straight line from your knee to your shoulders. We don't want to hinge through our hips. Tap, up, tap, up. Finding the activation on your left hamstring and your glutes. One more time, melt your spine down. Exhale to imprint. Left leg up. Tap your toe slightly. 3, 4, 5. Again, try not to lower your hips. Support your weight through your left leg all the way down to your toes, not just your heels. Tap. Let's go one more. And slowly down. Okay, for a quick stretch, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Pull your left knee close to your chest. And hold for about 10 seconds. And switch to the other side. So you should feel the stretch by your hips here. You can also push your knees out if it's too close here. You want to open that out. And hug your knees. And release. One more time. Okay, let's go. One more variation on our glute bridge. As you exhale, imprint. Lift up. We're going to go halfway down and up, doing our thrust. So focusing all that attention to your glutes. Halfway down, squeeze, down, squeeze. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And slowly melt your spine down, back to neutral. Okay, and then let's go to our standing position. From here, your hands, you could just use your fingertips, or you could use all your palms on if you're a little more flexible. From here, we're going to go donkey kicks. Up, down, up, down. 3, 4. If your supporting leg or your standing leg feel too much tightness behind your knees and your hamstrings, you could bend. If you're flexible, try to keep it extended. If you're a little more flexible, palms all the way down. Good. Same thing on the other side. Okay, you could start with your knees bent and on your fingertips. And then if you feel a little more flexible, then palms down or your knees straight. Good job. Okay, let's slowly roll up. And let's go for one balance movement. Let's do our prayer pose and then into our T balance. Straight body line from your shoulder all the way down to your ankle. And back to our knee tuck. Switch to the other side. Face the floor so that our cervical spine or neck isn't overly extended. Try to remain that neutral spine. Exhale, keeping your tummies flat. About 2 to 3 second hold on each T-balance. Swing through your hips. Also focus on your neutral pelvis. Doesn't have to be perfect. For the last one, let's hold for about 5 seconds. So knee tuck, and back, hold. Keeping your pelvis down. Up. And switch to the other side. About 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale up and down. Okay, now let's go to our abs. So back to our lying position. Let's start with our upper abs. Okay, both hands behind your head. Without closing your elbows, your hands will only support the weight of your head. We're not gonna pull our neck up toward the ceiling. Okay, again, let's try to remain the imprint position here to stabilize the spine and add extra activity on your core. So slight lift of the scapula off the floor and down. 10 times. Okay, let's do the same movement with our legs in the tabletop pose. Again, we're not pulling or curling our neck. We're letting our abs do its job. A little more activation on the upper abs here. And lower your head all the way down. Release your hands for a second, extend your legs, flex your ankles, go for toe touch. Reach for your toes. Try not to let your legs kind of drop to the floor. Keep it in that one same spot. Good. And then let's go to our lower abs. Hands all the way down. Lift and lower with your legs. Lower as much as you can without overly activating your lower back muscles here. More focus should be on the anterior side. Try to keep your knees straight. If this is too difficult, you can bend or do less range of motion. Okay, for full range of motion, all the way down and up. But once you lift your leg, try not to lift your tailbone or sacrum off the floor. Especially when you're using your legs on your ab workouts, it's important to keep your core stable and remaining that core stiffness to prevent using your lower back muscles. And let's go to scissors, alternating right, left. One more. Quick break, hug your knees, shift your weight side to side. And come to your sitting position. quick stretch. So crisscross applesauce legs, right hand down, reach your left arm to the side. Same thing on the other side.